Hello, my friends. Welcome to my hobby home. I am jumping in here before the actual video to kind of let y'all know the video that you saw earlier Saturday. This may come out Saturday evening, but the video you saw come out Saturday, the sound was kind of bad. We thought we had corrected the mic issue to where I could use the headset. I'm not using anything at all right now, so I'm hoping this video you can hear okay. I'm hoping. You may not be able to, but we're hoping. We thought we had corrected the sound issue, but apparently we did not. And this next video that is coming up is probably going to have the same sound issues. I cannot tell there's issues in the editing process, but once it hits live is when I can tell. So, I apologize if the sound is absolutely horrible. I noticed on the first one today that the sound was going in and out, and that is the headpiece. When I turn, sometimes it gets closer to my mouth and you can hear really good on it, and when I turn the other way you can't. So I apologize, you guys, if that's the case with this video also. But I will be doing a part 2, and the sound is going to be way different. Thank you, guys. Please be patient with me. We have a new mic that we have not been able to figure out how to set up with my phone yet. So we're still working on that. So to the video.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day to join me to see what's going on. I'm hoping you're pleasantly surprised. If you saw the thumbnail, you know what's going on. I am doing the Old Glory collection, Every Heart Beats True wall hanging. So I am starting this today. So I hope y'all come along with me to see what we're doing. I am going to just kind of chit chat with y'all. I am trying my headpiece out again. I think we might have found the problem with it. User malfunction, of course. But with that, I had to change a setting on my recording device, which is my cell phone. So I'm hoping it's picking up a good enough picture for you guys, because I'm having to use a different setting. So, as y'all all know, this is how I always start out with my fabrics. They're always in this box. I do transfer them over to an acrylic case, which I'll show you that in a second. And here are my pieces in my little acrylic case. It is kind of small, so they're kind of jumbled up in here, but I'm sure we can figure out what goes where. So I have everything set by the alphabets, and this pattern actually goes all the way up to T. So we're hoping that, and I'm sorry if I keep rubbing my nose, y'all, it's just that time of year. It just happens. So what we're going to do is start assembling the quilt blocks, and it tells me I need to get my B and G, and I'm going to make a total of 2. So we're going to find our B. This is our G, and our B is going to be this one. So what we are going to do to assemble this block, we take a B, a G, then a B and G. And so we're going to have 4 rectangles together. And I'm pulling out my little red heart bowl to put my letters and clips in. This little bowl has come in very handy. We got this in our sew sampler back in January, I think. So let's get this started. It looks like I only need 4 of each color. So, okay, yeah, it says I need to make one from each print. So, my white print is the same. So, I use 2 reds, 2 whites, 2 reds, 2 whites. So, I will start assembling these. And I have my little iron over here. If you saw my earlier video, I am trying out a wool mat over here on my table. Now, okay, I probably need to rethread my machine because um, the lady at my Nina shop told me that some of my problem could be my upper thread. So I'm going to try that. Let me clip my thread up here, pull my thread out down here. I haven't made a stitch, so my foot is in the same exact place it should be. Now, she did tell me to test it, and I am going to do that with you guys right here. So if you missed my earlier video in my shopping haul, um, she told me to check my tension plates. She said, okay, that pulls good. And she said, when I drop my foot, yes, there is a definite difference there. So I've raised my foot back up. So it's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. So it's a user malfunction. She told me to keep my presser foot all the way up when I thread the needle, because that way it releases the tension plates. So I was definitely doing something wrong if that's the case, because sometimes I think I might have um, threaded it with my presser foot down. And the thread cutting is something we will address later. And I'm going to go a little slow here. And this is Friday afternoon. Well, it's like Friday night. Don't let me fib to you, because it is Friday night. It is after 10 o'clock. So, yeah. This is the time I get to sew sometimes. I had a very busy day today. I enjoyed time with some of my family tonight. I went and had dinner with some family, which was very lovely. I really enjoyed it. But I didn't get to do any sewing until now. This is the first sewing I'm doing. Okay. Now I'm using a second color now. This is going to make our heart units on the flag. So I am so excited to get this done, because this is so beautiful. I love these colors. I love red, white, and blues, but I'm really getting into the polka dots this year. I don't know why, but I love them. They're just beautiful. But I'm loving the red, white, and the blues, and I'm loving the polka dots. And I have a wall hanger that is a big star. It's actually hanging behind you guys right now. You might have remembered it hanging over here on the curtain. That I made that last year. Right before the 4th of July, I made that. I think I finished it like the day before the 4th of July. Okay, so what I am going to do, I'm going to try to thread cut. If it doesn't cut, and see when it does that, it pulls my piece down. So I'm thinking it's not going to do. It's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is just wrap that around, find my cutter there, and that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. The only thing now that I have that wool mat over here, my little acrylic case, let me just pull that over here in front of me. It'll just make it easier for me to get to if it's right here in front of me. What I'm going to have to do now, um, let me see. I need to sew these together so it's a red, white, red, white. I'm not going to press them yet. So we've got a red, white, and we need that same red fabric. So here's that same red. I'm just going to flip that over on that white. And we will do that to the other one as well. Okay, so now we have this red and white fabric. If I can get it to open up. And this red and white. Okay, and now it's time for me to press. Okay, and these are the two pieces that we have completed. So these are our first two. So now we have a queue. So we need 4 queues. And on these queues, we are going to do, let's see, looks like we need 2 for each. And then it also shows we need the N also. Q and N. This is our fabric A. And I need to find my fabric N. My fabric N. It looks like it's going to be a blue fabric, so it's probably a bigger fabric. There it is. So here we have our 4 cubes. They have lines, diagonals drawn on the back of them, 2 for each, what they call the rail unit. And then I have my 2A fabrics here, and I will get an N for each one of the A's. So let me just go on and pull 2 out of there. So let's go on and get the rail units first. What we will do is put a Q on the top right and top left of each unit. Now I have to do this on both um, block things, so I'm going to just go ahead and get my second one up here. I'm going to raise that foot just a little bit to get that under there, just to get it started. Okay. So now what I have to do is the opposite side. Now the opposite side is going to turn the other direction. We're going to come to like a point at the top. And I have noticed when you have these strings out here, you need to keep them out of the way because they will pull up in there and they will catch under everything. Okay, and then our second one, we'll do the same thing too. Just making sure I have them laid correctly. I probably should do it this direction so I'm not doubling over that. Make sure, yep, we got both of those done. So what I need to do now is when we get both of these done is to stitch on the drawn lines and trim 1/4 inch from the seams. So what I'm going to do is trim these and press these, and I'll be right back. Here are our two, I'm calling them heart units. They call them something else. They call it the rail heart unit. So I'm going to lay these over here. So our next step is to take two of our A's, and that's all we have. Oh, they're different colors too. Okay, yeah, I can see why. Okay, so it doesn't matter. Oh, we have to do the Q's at the top of this also. So I need 4 Q's for each one. Okay, that makes sense. So now it'll use them all up. But what I'll do is go on and put the Q's and the ends at the same time. You guys, if you would like to do this, I will have Fat Quarter Shop's information in the link for you, in the description for you to use. There will be a link that I think it may be for first time buyers, a $50 order or more. You'll get $10 off of it. And if you use that code, yes, I do get something as well. I think I'll get a $10 order, $10 off my next $50 order. That's all it is, though. It's nothing major. Which, I mean, hey, sometimes $10, if you catch a charm pack on a good sale, you might get a charm pack for $10. You know, that'd be a free charm pack if that's the case. I like a rebate. It don't matter how it is. I like a rebate, but it'll help you out too. I mean, if you would like to do this, because all the fabrics that you will need 2 Jolly bars to do this, because this pattern comes in the Jolly bars. I don't know if you can get it separate. I have not looked into that. But I mean, it is a Jolly bar pattern. But I love the colors of this line, and I think it's fabulous. Now, you do not have to use the exact color sequence they use. Some of them, it just tells you to use fabric of that color. So, I mean, if you wanted to do this for a wall hanging in your living room, and then maybe some little mug rugs or something like that, that would be beautiful. Have you some matching mug rugs for 4th of July, you know, that would be cute. I love red, white, and blue. I love the significance of the holiday. I just love red, white, and blue together, though. I think they're just very patriotic for me. So now we add our ends, and I have to make sure I put these on the right direction, because this is what's going to make the bottom cut of our heart. We'll do one direction and one the opposite direction. Which one is this one going to be? And that will make a difference. I'm going to have this one go from right to left, and I will have the other one go from left to right. Because I'm kind of following how the picture does it, because I think it's beautiful. I mean, how they have it. Now, I did change some of the colors out in it. I just used different pieces. Okay, so this one here, since that one went right to left, this one's going to go left to right. And it's very likely that I do not finish this tonight, because like I said, it was after 10 o'clock when I already started it. So probably not going to get it done tonight, but I hope I can get it done tomorrow morning, and I can have it uploaded for you guys tomorrow evening, which would be Saturday. Okay, so I have to look and make sure this is from left to right, so I am going to trim off. Let me show you here. This one is from left to right, or my left to right. When I'm looking at it, it's left to right. So I will trim this part off of it. And always remember when trimming your stuff to add that 1/4 inch. I still use a ruler. I just like doing that because I don't trust my judgment of if I've got that 1/4 inch there or not. So, okay, so this one's going to fold, so I have to cut this direction. But there is nothing wrong if you still have to use a ruler. That is okay. And I know I've had correspondence with a few people that tell me they're new quilters as well. Don't feel bad about it. I'm a new quilter too, and I use it. Oh, I gotta cut the top ones too. Use a ruler. Make your life simpler. Eliminate the guesswork and use the ruler. Just use the ruler. Um, what it does is it does eliminate you from having to guess, is that a 1/4 inch? Is it not? Which, it really, I don't think matters if it's a 1/4 inch, but that does give you enough room that you're not at risk of being too close to your seam line to where it'll unravel, because you don't want it to unravel. If you put all this time into making it, you don't want it to unravel, because then you'll have to figure out how to put it back, you know. Okay, so I have these trimmed. I'm going to press and bring you right back. Okay, so we have our two pieces. I want to see if I can make them look like they're supposed to. Okay, we got that. Oh, I missed something here. I'm supposed to put ends on these as well to make my hearts. I knew I was missing something there. It's late, so I can miss a lot of stuff on these patterns. So, just saying. So, I have to make sure, because one goes one way and one goes the other way. This one here is going to go this direction. Because I have to make sure I have the V for the heart, and that is going to make that V for the heart. Okay, so my next one is this one, and my V is going to go the opposite direction, so I have to make sure. Okay, this is going to have to go in this direction, so I need to redo my V because it came off. Okay, so this is that heart. That looks good. I would be really upset if I put them on wrong. And that is that heart. That looks good. So our next step, I believe, is to assemble these two pieces. And then we're pressing them. Let's get our threads out of the way. And I'm just taking my time here. I'm not rushing it. Because I want to stay on that 1/4 of an inch, and I have to make sure my seams are coming together correctly. Now that I'm over that seam that needed to come together, I could speed up just a little bit. Let me get on that seam there. Now the bottom you also want to come together on. So, and that one I just hold together until it goes under the needle. So I'm going to go ahead and press this one out so you can see it. So this is the red one. You'll see right there those two didn't come together just perfectly, but I think that's okay. I don't think that's going to be a big deal. I really don't. So I'm going to put the other two together. Wouldn't that be horrible if I put them the wrong sides together? That would be awful. I'd have a backwards heart. My goodness. We don't want that. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll just get this bottom and make sure that I get the fabric fitting good. And this is where you can take your time, slow down, no rush, no rush. Alrighty, my friends, we have our two hearts done. That's awesome. They look like they're on opposite sides, though. Are they supposed? Oh, Lord. I did them on the wrong sides anyway. Okay. I'm going to show you what I did wrong. The lines are they're all supposed to be on the same side. This heart, they're on this side. This heart, they're on this side. Not good. I obviously do not know how to follow instructions. It's late. I don't even know what time it is, but it's late. So I'm going to call it here because it has taken us almost an hour to sew those two hearts, and I'm tired. So guys, I'm just going to end it here. You'll probably get a little 20-minute, 15-minute video out of this. Um, but that's the heart units on, let's see what they call those. It just, the heart unit is what it's called, and we made two of them. I made them wrong, but they're the right size, and that's okay. But guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, please do. leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let me know if you're going to be making this or if you've already made it. Or if you are making it right now, let me know. This is a beautiful pattern. I think it's absolutely wonderful. This will be more than one part video, so leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I will respond to you. I respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, have a very blessed day. Goodbye.